Okay, time for some more Cybernaut action. Let's wake this guy up. He's a little sleepy. Yeah, he sounds a little tired and cranky, as usual. I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Okay, so on the last episode, I shopped up the playfield, cleaned it up, rubbered it, LED'd the general illumination, reassembled it, and it's looking good. Now, the plan is to, I think I'll start by LEDing the back box. Maybe while I'm in there, reflow the headers on this display, which is flaking out. I got a couple more incandescent bulbs I gotta deal with. And then maybe I will go ahead and LED the inserts. Oh, also, it was Beefcake 666 who says Cybernaut is looking good, Mike. The Guardians are the drop targets guarding the ion generator. And now, I was trying to figure out the whole storyline in the last episode. I couldn't find no mention of any Guardians, no art of any Guardians, no nothing. So I was like, this ion generator is not very well guarded, but check it out. Thanks, Beefcake, for pointing this out. There they are. All Guardian targets down, opens right gate. So let's start a game here and pop these Guardians up. There they are. We found the Guardians. And what is cool about these drop targets being, these are actually Flash Gordon drop targets. These look very much more Guardian-ish than the original drop targets that were in there, which from the photos I looked at, looked like just those red bullseye style targets. So these are way cooler Guardian targets than what was originally in there, which probably, let's see, I'm sure I have one. I think I've seen something like this in one photo. And then I think this is what they might have originally been, but they certainly weren't as cool as what is in there now. So whoever put those in there, good call. Those are proper looking Guardians. So there we have it. Okay, so I'm going to remove the back glass and let's LED it. Have a look here. Turn off some lights. This is the before. Okay, it's time for another quick shout out. This time I'd like to say thanks to Lebo's Pinball, who donated $4.99 US as a super thanks to the channel. Thanks, Lebo. Very much appreciate that. Lebo also has a YouTube channel where he does all kinds of pinball stuff. Look at that, 216 videos. And this guy is a true professional. He definitely does not lep things up. Like, look at this, before and after. It's amazing. So, thanks, Lebo. Much appreciated. Maybe I'll see you at Pinside. Who knows? I kind of just realized after that incessant droning of the background sound for 10 minutes that I didn't actually have to listen to that. I could just end the game And yeah, but that was right when I was down to the last couple light bulbs. Anyway, that is done. And I'm going to throw on the back glass. We'll check it out, see what it looks like. Actually, I got to go and lamp test here and make sure that they're all working. There we go. And the controlled lamps are flickering as usual. So I will be getting some LED adapters off of Corey. So whoever shot this up before me took some extra effort to put some like foam padding here to help preserve the back glass from getting scratched against the displays. A couple of the lids are popping off, so what I'm going to do is retape these guys back down, and I'll probably cut off this extra slack here on these guys that just over time, you know, it loses its stickiness, so don't really need to protect the sides. So I'll snip these guys off. If any of these are loose, then I will glue them back so they don't fall off. Not glue. I'll use black duct tape. I've used that method before. Seems to work pretty good. Anyway, you get the idea. So I'm going to deal with the displays first, and then we'll throw on the back glass. Okay, I trimmed off all the excess dampening foam there, or whatever you call that. And I added my electrical tape to 4 of the 5 displays. This one is the only one that didn't need it. So that's all secure now. And I did add in a couple of the old school LEDs into the coin door. I'm gonna remove whatever is going on here. They really don't want you sticking quarters into this side here that doesn't have a coin mech. I mean, tape probably would have been good enough, but they stuck a piece of metal in there. So we'll remove that, and I'm going to pull out this display and reflow the headers on it. See if I can get that 1 digit to be happy. Oh, and a quick tip when you're like trying to swing the back box door open, don't grab the bottom side of the display. There's contacts there and they tingle. This is actually pretty rare on 2 fronts. One is that all of the original cardboard display protectors are still there. And 2, they're not completely caked with dust. Oh, and a 3rd front. All these displays still have their rubber nipple protectors, except for that one. That's an exposed nipple. Okay, let's stick this display in. See if it works properly now. See how I grab here? Don't do that. You only have to learn that lesson once. Wow. This is pinball shenanigans. I might have to learn that lesson a couple more times. The hard way. Okay. Let's see what happens here. There's a decent chance that may fix it, but you never know. No, it did not fix it. Okay. Let's swap player 3 and 4 displays around and see if the problem follows. Okay, I swapped the bottom 2 displays. If the issue moves with the display, then we know it is a display issue. If it does not, then it is probably a connector issue. Ah, okay. Looks like it is a display issue. So I'm not sure what that is just yet. I may put that on the back burner for now. Okay, moving on from the display digit for now, but I noticed something odd. Well, two things, really. The main oddity is that, look at the high score to date. It ends in a 3. Can you actually get single points on this game? I highly doubt it. So I'm going to go through the memory and clear it out. The other thing is that it does save settings, but obviously there's no batteries, so one of these must be an NVRAM, right? And that's the only thing that would make sense to me. But I'm not sure which of those would be an NVRAM. So, do you know which one? Like, is that NVRAM? What is that? 6116? That could be. Anyway, it does preserve settings even though there's no batteries. So, I am going to go through all the settings. And I'm going to wipe everything clean, just like so. I won't bore you with this, but hey, look, in display test. No, that digit is still a little glitchy. Could be the glass, I don't know, maybe. Anyway, oh, that's just saying switch 8 is closed. What the hell is that? 8 million? We know that's not the high score to date, so in order to clear that, I wonder if I can, on some games you can use the coin switch to clear the memory, like on Hot Doggin', for example. Let's see if this works. No, did not work, so it's gonna have to be a reset button somewhere. This is it, clear here, so let's hit that and see if that went away. All right, I'm just gonna rinse and repeat for every single setting. All right, I wiped the memory clean, and we'll see, you know, I'm sure it doesn't hurt to do that. Don't think it's gonna really improve or change anything. It is weird that sometimes when I drain, it doesn't seem to register that I drained, even though I'm pretty sure I scored and or hit a switch. So there's some weird ball count thing still potentially happening. But let's just get rid of this crap here. Get some maybe Goo Gone or rubbing alcohol to get rid of the adhesive. And get rid of this metal piece. I guess it's a somewhat clever way to prevent insertion, but I highly doubt some kid with their quarter in the arcade is going to peel off some tape, stick in their money knowing that they could lose it. But you know what, I got these alcohol wipes and they're great. Thank you, Shiny Boy. I think he got these from Tim Hortons when he used to work there. And he gave me a box full of boxes, and I'm like getting down to nitty gritty because they are very handy, especially for cleaning rubbers and target faces, etc. But that's better. And I did check, this decal here is actually original. I was wondering if someone added that on after the fact, but it is OG. All right, that is done. Okay, pulled out this display again and thought for S&Gs, aka shits and giggles, that I would reflow all these pins. This is the glass side of things, so these are the ones I first did, and I just did these. I don't have a whole lot of high hopes, but then I got thinking, there are resistors, one resistor for each digit, and usually if a digit is out, it is because there's a bad resistor. But I thought, well, it shouldn't be a resistor because it's either going to work or it's not going to work, right? Well, I don't know. Look what I discovered. If I recall, the resistors are like R1, R3, R5, R7, R9, and then for 7-digit displays, it gets a little wonky. It doesn't go, I think, in the same sequence, but this is R1. And we got 100 ohms. R3, 99, 100. Okay, this is where things get interesting. R5, that's only 50. So maybe the resistors got heated up quite a bit, or is just starting to fail, but I think that might be a problem. R7. Wait a minute. No. Why is R7 50? I thought I was on to something. R9 is 100. I don't know. I may be barking up the wrong tree here, but maybe not. We'll see. Okay, check this out. So the resistors are R1, R3, 5, 7, 9, and 11 for 6 digits. Once you get to a 7-digit display, the next resistor is R56. I thought there was something funky about that. But they are 100K ohm quarter-watt resistors. And it's suggested to replace them with half-watters. And since 2 of mine are not reading right, I'm going to replace both R5 and R7. And I have some reasonable hope that that might actually fix the problem. Okay, I got the 2 resistors replaced, but I don't have the half watts. I only got quarter watts. It lasted 40 years, so I think they're going to be okay. So I did a pretty fine job, I must say. Can't really tell except where I marked the resistors. So I didn't cut or unsolder the wrong one. But here we go. R1. That's good. R3. That's good. R5. That's good. R7. Beautiful. R9. It's good. R11 is good. And here's our R56. We're good. Okay. Let's plug this in and see if it works. Oh, don't forget your high voltage cover. Don't want to zap yourself. Okay. What do you think? Is it gonna work? Place your bets. Here we go. I made a post in the Pinball Repair Help group. Hopefully I solved the problem before anybody else suggested the problem solution. Ooh. Do you see what I see? I see resolution. All right, that's awesome. That's my favorite. Because I go to Pinball Repair Group as a last resort for the most part, because I like trying to figure it out on my own. There was a couple suggestions, but no one really ID'd the problem before I did. I basically solved the problem myself. But thank you, Pinball Repair Help Group. You guys are awesome. Hold on a minute. I cleared the memory. Why is the high score still on there? That's weird. Okay, I'm gonna have to add that to the list. But let's throw on the back glass now that the display is resolved and see if we've got improvement in lighting. This back glass is in very nice shape. A dead ladybug or something. Maybe 2 dead ladybugs. Maybe 3. Okay. Let's slide this back in. All right, how does it look? I'd say better. Let's turn this off and see. Yeah, look at that. I'm going to turn off my flash as well. Definitely an improvement. They had the red LEDs all along the Cybernaut text, which I'm happy with the natural white instead. Lights it up brighter, and yeah, I'm very happy with that. So that's really shaping up. So I think I'm either going to wrap up this video now, or I'm going to LED the inserts. I'll let you know in a second. Okay, I'll check with Cybernaut. Cybernaut, what do you want to do? He sounds tired and cranky, so I think I'm gonna wrap up this video and let him go to bed. But I actually have to go grocery shopping, so see you on the next episode. Hi, Ellie. Sorry I got the flash on. Does that brighten your eyeballs? What are y'all still doing here? I thought I told you this episode was over. Well, Ellie told me I must go back to work, so got our grocery shopping done, and the night is still young, so I think it is time to LED the playfield inserts. Now, Ellie, check this out. Big fish, not big fish. If he was playing poker at the poker table and I took all his money, then he might be a big fish, but Fish DS9, if I can read properly here, says, maybe it's me, but the L in Blast looks a little dark, as does the 270 light by the Ion generator. And he also says, hi, Ellie. Did you get that? Ellie, you like fish, right? Well, he says hi. I'm not opening that window. It is freaking cold. Sorry. You can go chill there. But the window's going to stay closed. But yes, Fish, good eye on that. You are correct. And that is because all these lights are still incandescent. And a few of them are out. But the L is definitely out. And then you said 270. Well, like the 200's working. 270? You say 270? Oh, good eye. Look at that. That one is also out. So, just a couple out. Maybe this guy, or maybe he doesn't go off in attract mode. Let's hit the button and see. Got a 10 out. Gate open when lit out. And that's about it. But, oh yeah, so this can be your before. Pardon me. This is the before shot. Before the LEDs go in. All right. So have a look at that. Sorry. I'm like 97% done my cold. I got my voice back for the most part. So I am almost good to go. But there's before. Give me about, I don't know, half an hour or something, and I will be back with the after. Right, Ellie? Okay, so like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have zero issue LEDing these style sockets. I already tried one out here just to see. That's not gonna be a problem. But I have been fighting with these other crappy sockets here. These are horrible. But then again, you know, look at the thickness of that compared to like this green LED here. Have a look at the difference. See that? So anything that uses these whites, which is a lot, I'm really fighting. But I did use some greens right here and they went in no problem. One red of that style. That is easy. But I think I'm down to the last one, this guy here, and I'm gonna try and show you what I'm dealing with and how I've been trying to resolve. Okay, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this very well, but this is my bulb insertion tool. And as you can tell, accessibility is it varies. Some are a little easier than others, but let's see if I can kind of semi-show you what I'm dealing with here. I will throw on the old overhead light here and the glasses. Headlamp and glasses. So I've got this semi-dry fit in here. And my fingers are raw from pressing and dry. It is dry season. So, with the help of the old channel locks, boom. See that? You just gotta grab it just right though, but that's the kind of crap I've been dealing with. Okay, I said initially, give me about half an hour and I'll be back. That was closer to a little over an hour. But nonetheless, I am almost done with the LEDs. And you can see that there's some flickering going on there. I'll resolve that with my LED adapters when I get those. And the L is still not working. And neither is this green light, nor the gate open when lit light. So I think that's going to be connector or lamp driver related. And what do you know? The 270 light still does not work. The ion generator is looking good. Rollover lights. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Much better, much better. Well, you know, like not only is it brighter and uses less heat and power, the white LEDs look better than incandescent bulbs in all these white inserts, which make them kind of look kind of like this. Yellowy, nicotine-y. I put a warm in here accidentally, so I really should have put in just natural white, but it's very awkward in there because I didn't remove the apron, so I'm probably just going to leave that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. So now I'm officially going to wrap it up, and in the next episode we'll pull out the old lamp driver and get the rest of these bulbs going. But I think that was a successful and productive episode of Cybernaut.